Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm filming this pretty late in the evening. I'm just going to do my tash stuffing for, I think it's week 3. But for now, I'm just going to show you what I've done in my planner, because I have finally done my goals. So the first goal is to save £525 in the Save 6000 challenge by December 2026, and to do this I need to get a job and focus on this as my main goal. I want to save for Christmas by October 2026, put money into Christmas weekly and don't pressure myself. If I don't get a job, the goal is £350. If I do get a job, my goal is 2600. I don't know why I'm holding it. I want to save for a phone by November 2026, and I will snowball variables with weekly money as a birthday present to myself. And I want to fully fund my tins by October 2026, put anything into them I can, especially when I work. And after variables are done, I will focus on these tins. So my main goal is to save 525 in Save 6000. So I've just written my goals, and as I get to that amount, I'll colour it in and just keep you updated. So let me zoom out. So far in 2026, we are currently on Saturday the 3rd. So obviously the 1st is New Year's Day, and I went to the cinema and I watched Wicked for Good again. This is the 22nd time I've been to see it. And I had a no spend because this came out of my unlimited card. I can watch as many films as I want, as much times as I want, for only £18 a month. And then I went to the cinema again and watched FNAF 2, which is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I've watched this now 3 times, and it's one of my favourite movies that came out last year. Again, no spend. And today I went with my mum to take my siblings to soft play, and I had a no spend. This video comes out on the 4th, so I can't really say anything for what's going to happen on Sunday. I am going to watch The Housemaid with my friend on Tuesday. And I have made a little goal for myself this month. My no spend goal is 15 days, and I want to watch 15 movies in the cinema. I will show you where I got these stickers from in just a second. So I actually have a packet full of stickers. So, sorry about the noise. I have the payday stickers from Budget with Ira. The ones that are in this little packet are literally just these two, so I'm just going to put those to the side. I have the Admit 1 tickets, which actually says a live concert on them. However, I'm just using them for the cinema. These are from Duck Pluck Designs. This is the website, but I got these off of Etsy. And then the no spend stickers are from PMD stickers, and they're just rainbow, and they're just so pretty. And then I have these new and Bob birthday stickers, which you'll see throughout the binder. I've already used all the birthdays for the year, and then this was a little freebie from them. I don't like barbecues. I don't work, so I don't have any days off. I don't do staycations. I don't know what I'd use that for, so I don't think I'll probably going to use that. I might get rid of that. And this is their Etsy. And then that's the other stuff. I'm not going to show you the rest of the 10% discount because I don't think that's very fair. So again, just put those to the side. And then the monthly header stickers are from Huddles and Kisses UK. Again, these are all off of Etsy, as are the other stickers. So like the New Year's Day one that you've just seen, and there's stuff like Easter eggs for Easter and all that type of things. I've also got these appointment cards, appointment stickers from them, and I got 2 of those because I have lots of appointments. So I'm just gonna pause and put these back. We will get back to the cash stuff then. So into my weekly binder. This is week 3. So it runs from Sunday the 4th to Saturday the 10th. Ho. That went good. So I've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I feel like my handle's off. 1 minute. So I have £30. I'm not going to bother getting my cash tray out. I'm just going to adopt this idea from Budget with Mads and just put the money to the side. Although she usually does it to the right, but I'm left-handed, so. Start with my purse. I've decided that I'm no longer going to be doing a savings challenge for my spending. I'm just going to give myself a £5 every week. However, I'm not going to give myself any money until I've spent this £10 gift card, because I've had it since 2 weeks before Christmas, and it runs out of date in March, I think. Not too sure. So I would usually just chuck a £5 into spending. However, I'm not. As I've just said, I'm not going to do that. So I've got £30. Do I want to? No, I'm not going to put anything in there. Right, let me have a look. This is my variables. As you can see, gifts is fully funded. If you can see the placeholder in the back. Medical is now fully funded. As you'll see, I've lowered that to £50. This money is in my back to bank envelope, purely for the fact that I fully funded it and it was New Year's Day, so nothing were open, and I've not had a chance to go to town since. So I am working on annuals now, as I am snowballing these envelopes. So I've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in there already, and I'm going to add in, I think I'm just going to add in 5 today, just because I've got some other things that I want to focus on, and my first annual bill comes out the middle of February. Sorry about that, I just had to sneeze. I've got a little bit of a chesty cough coming on. My mum's had the flu, so I'm not feeling the best, I guess. So yeah, that's £5 added to that, that's £35. My first annual bill to come out is February, which is £90 for Disney World. So Disney Plus. So as long as I have the money by then, that's fine. But what I'm going to do is, when I'm just going to leave the money in the bank, and then instead of withdrawing it for cash stuffing, I'll just take the money out of here and put it into my weekly envelopes instead of going back and forth to the bank all the time. I just feel like it makes sense in my head, and it might not make sense to you because I do have autism, but it's just what makes sense to me. And then that's everything that's going in there. So I should have 25 left, yes. I'm going to put a tenner into the Save 6000, if I can open it, just because I know that this will be now at £50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, which means yes, I could put this in the Back to Bank envelope. Actually, I wasn't going to take money back to the bank until it was at 100, but these are just so pretty. These are from Iris Budgets on Etsy, and obviously she has a YouTube account. If you've not seen her YouTube, you should probably watch her videos because they are very, very good. So I'm just going to put that in there. Oh, it feels nice to have a placeholder in there. I never thought I'd get a placeholder in there again. So let me just add this into my Back to Bank money, and now there should be £100 in here. So let me just double check. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Yes. As I suspected. What I might do off camera is change those 2 fivers for a £10. Just because I like to keep my fivers, because it's very hard to get them sometimes. So look at how shiny. So there should be 15 left. Yes, that is perfect, because I'm going to put this money into Christmas. Now, I did have a Christmas 1k saving challenge from Budget with Ira. However, I'm no longer going to be doing that because I've rearranged my Christmas binder. I will talk through the binder afterwards, as I've made some changes to a couple of, well, to one of my other binders, so I just thought I'd do a little quick update. Then I've moved this to the front, so I'm adding another 3 £5 notes in today. 10, 15. Oh, I'm so close to that first 100 in here, which is really nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 6-sided dice. However, if I get a 5, I can't do anything with a 5, so I'm just going to have to stip it, and you'll see what I mean when I get to it. So I'm just going to roll. Number 6. Right to the back is Panto Savings Challenge by Lily Rain Designs. This is such a stunning challenge. As you'll see, I've lowered it to 5 to make 65. So let me just grab my pen and just cross off the little magic wand. Leave that there for a second just to dry. £5 going in. And that means there's now 5, 10, 15, 20, £25 in there. Which means that £40, and that will be fully funded. Now, before this envelope, this challenge was going to save like 200 and something. 13 times 2, 260 it was going to save. However, I've lowered it down to 65 because I now have a challenge to save for a meal out, which I'll show you in a minute. So I've decided that this is just for the tickets, because the meal out money can be used for a meal out, because I go for a meal afterwards with my friend. I just thought that that was something that made sense to me. Number 5. So as you can see, this was number 6. Now number 5 is just the completed goal. So like when, say, this envelope is full, it will go into there, and so on and so forth. That's why Panto's behind it, because this money is staying as for the Panto. It's not for Christmas. Oh. Another Panto Savings, which is fine for me. Should I do the ice cream next? I'm going to do the ice cream because my throat hurts and ice cream always makes me feel better. So then another £5 going in. Means there's £30 in there now. I've just had to sit there and count and count. Because in the 30 seconds it's been since I last put money in there, I've forgotten exactly how much was in it. And the final roll, divoted wood shape. Ooh, challenge number 1, which is debt the halls. Now, as you can see, I have changed the denominations from 20 and 10 to 10 and 5. Just because I want to get it done a little bit quicker, and I want the small wins that I see everybody use, or that everybody gets, and it's kind of making me feel a bit left out. I'm going to go for silver. So far, all of these have been silver. So I was kind of hoping that this would be another 5. Just because I do only have £5 left. Can't find the hole. So another £5 going in. I know for a fact that if I had got a holly, I could just, you know, cross off the holly and then just leave one of these blank. But 10, 15, 20. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, not 10, 10, 15, 20. So there's £20 in there now. I've lowered this one down to 5. So there's 5, 10, 15 in there now. This is still the same, £25. I've added this challenge in. Now, can someone please help me? Because I don't know who this is from. And I feel bad not being able to promote anything. But there's literally no name, nothing. So you like cross off all of these and then it ends up being 300. You cross off the 300 and you do it and it makes 600. I don't know if I'm going to do it twice. But it's a very, very pretty challenge. And I feel like the doable amounts if I condense as I go. So like maybe in 2 weeks time I'll have put a total of £20 in £5 notes. And I've crossed off 4 5s, and then next time you see me I might have crossed off a 20. Just so that I can get like the bigger numbers. Because that 50 is scary when you're only putting in like £5–10 a week. So that's my 'Tis the Season binder done, and that's all the cash done. I'm just gonna pop this dice away. And then I'm just gonna quickly go through my Cosmos binder, because I have updated it. So I still have the Lucky Toss. I've now changed this to short term, which is the Cosmos binder, which I did just have to put that to remind me. £5 challenge and birthday tin. Again, I'm not focusing on this. This is not something that I want to focus on until I've got a job and got better income. So I think the money from there would just go into any one of these. So then I have the penny challenge from Ethereal Printing. Kimberly Budgets no longer does any like physical stuff. Ethereal Printing. And then I have 4 envelopes. I have 3 Kimberly Budgets challenges. I have this cheeky takeaway fund, which is going to be for the meal out. This is what I was talking about when I said that when I go to the Panto, I'll have money here in the cheeky takeaway fund for my meal out instead of having to save for it all at once. So I've just put each one, it's £2.50 to save £45. I thought that's a reasonable amount because I don't drink alcohol. So it's not like I'm gonna need a tenner just for the drink. And the place that we go to anyway is just Wetherspoons. And my friend and I usually just get the 3 for, I think it's like 3 for £15 deal for food. And then 3 for 15 for the food. And then for my drink personally, I only spend a £5 because I just get 2 Pepsi Maxes. She spends a little bit more because she does drink, which is fair enough. I have personal reasons why I don't drink, and she respects that, and I respect that she does drink. And then I have the F***K-It fund. This is for spending money. So, like, for example, if I did put a £5 into my purse and I didn't spend it, I'd put it in here. This is going towards, like, a bigger spend. Like, maybe I'm currently trying to lose a couple of stone this year. So, maybe in summer, I might need to buy some new clothes that are maybe a size or two smaller. This is what that's for. It's like for a bigger purchase that's not something like a very expensive item. So like I could go and get 2 new tops maybe and some jeans. And I've just put these as £2.50 because I felt like 2, 4, 6, 8, 120 was just too much. So for now, £2.50 seems very doable. Obviously, I'm not using any coins, so I just put in a £5 and cross off 2. And then the next item, the next challenge I have, I keep saying and I don't know really why. It's something that I've started doing lately, and it's really quite annoying actually. So I'm very sorry. So this is just a quick little challenge that's I'm saving for stocking up. Now, I have a mini fridge freezer in my bedroom, and I like to fill it with drinks and like tubs of ice cream, which ice cubes in a tray that I've got. I like to fill it up with snack foods like sausage rolls, cocktail sausages. I did it again. And things like that. So I just thought, instead of spending my spending money on that, because that's all I've been spending it on. Oh, sorry guys, it's really annoying me as well. I just thought I could save to stock up, and then I could do like a bigger shop. Especially because stuff like ice cream is quite expensive. And the ice that I use, sure, it's only £1, but I'm using like an entire bag within 2 or 3, maybe 4 days, because I just have tumblers everywhere. So this is just a smaller one, but I actually have 2 of the 40-ounce ones, and so I'm constantly just drinking and drinking and drinking, because keeping your fluids up. And then I still have in the back, I have my buffer, which is just a challenge from Iris Budgets. You can get it for your 1k savings binders, which saves 50. Oh, my light's gone off. My battery must be dying. So this is just a mini buffer savings. So I just thought I'd quickly update you on that before I left. So I will see you next week. Bye.